महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महादेवमुदं शिरसा नमामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि. So he expressed the anger without victimizing anybody. You have to practice this. This is abhyasa. This is not just listening, nothing happened. Listening is the understanding it here. But what I was telling Ishvara, it is listening. It is just listening alone. Without that you won't get it. It is seeing what is being said. Even this seeing what is being said and acting it out. This one. Certain things stay with you. It is in terms of your seeing certain realities of living, certain realities about yourself. And this is, and in order to, the reality of yourself alone, how you process a certain reality about yourself. Anger is a reality. It is valid. Why valid, I will tell you later. Anger is there because it has to be there. It has nothing to do outside person. Swamiji, this outside person deserves anger. He really did this and therefore he deserves anger. Even then, you can deal with that person objectively. You need not you need not inappropriately victimize, have that much of anger. If it is there, it is from inside. Outside person deserves only little bit. Baki sab from inside. Not that outside persons are not there. There are persons who will make you climb the wall. And the wall you cannot climb at all, there is nothing to climb. But this person can make you climb the wall. And therefore, there are persons like that. But then if there is underneath something, this underneath what I am coming, there is underneath something, then it all comes out. That's where the inappropriate expressions take place. Vessels fly. Books travel. And this happens because there is underneath something. So, the processing, you can see now, when, just look at this, when I understand anger is valid, that itself is such a great relief. There is nothing wrong to be angry. There is nothing wrong to be sad. There is nothing wrong to be jealous also. There is nothing wrong to be greedy. There is nothing wrong to covet somebody's wealth. Why? This is what I am, okay? This is what I am. Therefore, I cannot do anything about it. This is exactly my emotion. This is Ishvara. Don't blame me. This is Ishvara's order. I have nothing to do with this. No person has got to do anything with these things. These things happen. It is in Ishvara's order. If you want to blame somebody, blame Ishvara. You are not to blame. But you are to blame only when you victimize somebody. I covet others' wealth and therefore I steal, I rob the fellow. That is putting what do you call hands and legs to that very emotion. Correct? Giving hands and legs to the emotion. Giving a tongue to the emotion. Speech to the emotion. I don't do that. That is where we need to use Bhagavan's blessing. We have that given freedom. We have the free will. Swamiji, my will is weak, then seek support. That is where your prayer is important. That is where you should bring Ishvara out. That is why I say, do puja daily. Do japa. That is where you have to go to that being connected to Ishvara. You have to bring that being out connected to Ishvara. Especially when you deal with the world, you have to bring that person out. It is more necessary than withdrawing from the world. Withdrawing from the world is the easiest thing to do. But bring that person, inside that person out, is the right thing to do. Therefore, so that is also necessary. And this is a must. Otherwise you won't know which person. And therefore that is necessary. This is the must. And then you have some will, you got support, you can ask for it. Be with me when I deal with anger. Then Ishvara is all Ishvara. That is also Ishvara. So I make use of that will to deal with them. It is there because of the psychological order, human psychological order, which is a manifestation of Ishvara, which is right here in the form of anxiety, worry, in the form of anger and so on. Dama and Shama. This order includes subconscious, subliminal conditioning, you see a bright sun, it's a little hot sun, and you feel like having Pepsi. Why not water? Why not water? You know, Swamiji, I crossed that water days. They are water days. That is water age. Swamiji, you are still in water age. We have come off that age now. We have come to Coke age. This is Coke age. Kabhi kabhi Pepsi. ठंडा मतलब कोका-कोला. And therefore, when I see the hot sun, what comes to my mind? Thanda. And thanda matlab Coke. Pepsi is an imitation of Coke. Came later. Coke is the real thing. Anyway, what I say, so this is called subliminal conditioning. This is called subconscious. Do you want a bath soap? You go to that shop wala, not that supermarket where you pick up. This is better. Shop wala is better because you buy what you want. There you forget what you want to buy, but everything else you buy. That is what you pick up there. You don't buy, you pick up and then pay. And that too afterwards you pay. This card. This is where you end up paying all the time, lifetime. Card holder. Consumer. Our old habit of going with a definite purpose of buying a few things is better. You are aware of what you want to do, you are conscious, you go and buy. There should be a new chain of things. You buy is a new line of advertisement. You buy what you need. Only come to us. Give us what you want, we will pay. Don't pick up all kinds of things. You should advertise like that. New shops, old shops. And there you go. And ask that fellow, give me a bath soap. What? Lux. Don't think that I want Lux or anything. I don't know any other name, that's why. Not many names I have got. The other one I know is Mysore sandalwood. Is it too long? Therefore I said Lux. There is some truth here. The truth is, every Swami in the Himalayas knows the meaning of Lux. Ask the person, What is Lux? Everybody will say bath soap. Everybody knows soap. They will say that. Lux means what? Soap. Everybody will say. That means the Lever Brothers, who are the manufacturers of this, they have done a good job. Lux means soap. Swamis know in the Himalayas. They don't use this at all. And even then, they know Lux means soap. All right. Then, what is advertisement? This is only, this is not market sharing. Do you know what is market sharing? Then you go and ask, that fellow goes and asks, but when he asks, what is the soap you want? Lux. That means, Lux is soap. That is not market sharing. That only shows that you are present in the market. You are not forgotten. But what gives you the sharing is, soap means Lux. Bath soap means Lux in your head. First one. What comes to you is Lux. Tanda matlab? Coke. That is the truth. That's called market sharing. So that is subliminal conditioning. This is called Ishta soap. What is Ram? Bhagavan. What is Krishna? Bhagavan. What is Shiva? Bhagavan. What is Subramanya? Bhagavan. What is Ganesha? Bhagavan. What is Bhagavan? Ganesha. That is Ishta. That is your Ishta. It's called Ishta Devata. Understand? And so you have this subliminal conditioning. Some of them are really very good also. It's not harmful. They are simple. They make you an individual with individual tastes and individual likings, individual simple preferences. It's not a big deal. But some of them are not right. In the market, they do these things. The subliminal conditioning they do. Missionaries also they do. Through the products, the subliminal conditioning they do. So this is what we say, first conscious, the other is subconscious. They only produce certain preferences and some resentments also. But the real problem lies what is known as the unconscious. We can call it as kashaya, we call it as kashaya. The unconscious is only it starts prenatally and postnatally, goes up to 4.5 years or 5 years and stops. Afterwards, you've got conscious, subconscious, it's not a problem. The most unfortunate thing is you can't do anything about it now because it stops with 4 years and 4.5 years. Whatever happened to you, happened to you. There's a father, mother. They did what they could do. But then we don't know. Even though you cannot blame them really. But this unconscious consists of only the omissions and commissions of mother, father. Mainly mother and enough father. And little bit of brother, sister also. Sometimes more sister, more brother, sibling situations. Because a child is born after 2 years, one more. And someone is in the middle. It is the worst thing to happen. Already there is a child, 2.5-year-old, which needs lot of attention. But it has learnt a little bit of manipulating capacity. Survivors. And this 2.5-year-old needs attention. And one more born. And then this already is denied, deprived, always feels deprived. The other one manipulates and gets the attention. This feels deprived. And then, so when this became 2, and that one became 4.5, we are going to school and things like that, and by that time, another one is born. So all the way deprived. So this middle is always a nuisance. First also is a nuisance. I don't know. Let me not talk much about it. Child needs to be very carefully brought up. My love is not enough, which is not questioned. The mother's love is not enough. The affection is not enough. Even time is not enough. Time is necessary. That is not enough. That awareness of caring is a very important thing. It's very difficult to bring up a child. If mother is at home, not a working mother, it's a privilege for the child. It's a good fortune of the child. Mother being at home is a good fortune. Mother also is working, is always a problem. For the child, it's a problem. I will talk about it again when I come back. Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami. Bharata desha hitaya Kuru sevam tum Kuru sevam tum Kuru sevam tum Kuru sevam.